Okay. Currently streaming. Which does, okay. One, Control E. Is my auto splitter alright? I don't even remember. Yeah, it's fine. Okay. Oh, I think I want to edit with Underbrick best segment. Like what? 205. Sure, it will be 205. Okay, I'll edit once I get PB, I guess.
Proper story is supposed to start at the beginning. Ain't so simple with this one. Now here's a kid whose whole world got all twisted, leaving him stranded on a rock in the sky. He gets up, sets off for the Bastion, where everyone agreed to go in case of trouble. Ground forms up under his feet as it pointing the way. He don't stop to wonder why. Finds his lifelong friend, just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity, that a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella, forced out from underground. Kid pops him good. Sometimes you just need a drink. A school of squirts tunnels up around him. Must have fled here from the mines. He sets foot inside one of Celandia's famous watering holes. Inside's old Rondi, the bartender. The calamity got him before his drinking did. Then Kid finds his trusty shield. The security takes him for a petty thief. Special delivery. Gas fellas. Windbags start turning up for last call.
Crap. Come on, that's slow.
More squirts start coming out of the woodwork. A big old fella pops out in front of the kid.
Yep, I so regret was slow.
He gets a good look at things on his way down. He lands on top of a breaker's bow, and it ain't broke. Good news is the emergency defenses still work. Bad news is they're aiming for the kid. Right back at you, he finds the distillery, right next to the arsenal. Tough part of town. The arsenal's where the kid can pick the best tools for the job. Some of them squirts birthing like crazy in a couple of corn bins. An old ferry barge sends the kid on his way. The Bastion's real close now. Mighty fast learner. He finds the core to the wharf district. He steals the city's
come
heart.
on.
Might as well. Look down.
Early fall.
Down.
Right.
Toward the Bastion.
Which button is this for? No? Free.
Now the kid sees something stranger still. His mind races. Did anybody else survive? Sure enough, he finds another. He finds me.
We're building the
Just
arts
like
now,
that,
which is the
the
top
Bastion
part.
comes alive.
Gosh, I forgot
Starts growing again.
a lot of stuff.
Growing stronger. Kid's gotta put its power to good use. Now the Bastion can send him even farther into the wild unknown. Kid ponders what to build. Kid don't know what's out there waiting for him. Now he lands at the intersection between bad and wrong. Ought to be a core down one of these twisted streets. But which one? And there it is. But it's locked down tight in an alloy cage, almost like he's showboating for the crowd. And now there's a new marshal in town. He hears the whole place groan, but it's too tough to fall. He comes back, just like I knew he would. The core hums in his pack. The monument's calling for it. Kid does it again. Only fair he decides what we build next. Makes time to sample spirits from my personal supply. Where whiskey has no scent, but tastes like a peppered boot heel. It's not for everyone. In better days, the melting pot was sealed tighter than the skin on a squirt. Of all the plans to survive the calamity, it had to be stab weeds. He throws a switch. Now what could possibly go wrong? Quite a bit, as it turns out. The cage starts lifting from the core ever so slow. All Kid can do is wait. Shipments start falling in. Not every squirt's born bad. Some spring to the Kid's defense. Judging by the movement of the cage, it's gonna take a little while. Scumbags don't take kindly to interlopers.
I guess it worked.
Gas fellas take his corner. Birdie popped that mean old foreman. At this rate, maybe 5 more minutes, maybe 30. Hard to tell. He's hurt, but he's got to hold out just as long. Squirts get real territorial around the core. Then a shipment of free samples shows up. It ain't all bad, as the Kid finds some spices from the motherland, tax-free. One thing's for sure, that cage is awful heavy.
Wait, did the squirt die as well? Oh. I'm gonna try to set this up. I know I failed, but still.
It's a troublesome scene to be sure. Moments left, and the core goes free.
Come here.
10,
Dude.
9, 8, 7. You give or take a few seconds. Finally, the core's within reach.
Oh,
And
went early there.
he's got it. Just gotta get to the nearest barge. I still remember the look on his face after that one. The old world's finished, but the new world's just getting started. Couples used to walk the sundown path. Kid ain't here for pleasure, though. But then, somebody gets to the core before the Kid. A single panic squirt could bring the whole place down. Well, the path ain't exactly open to visitors no more. See, the path was intended for leisurely strolling and such. Sky bridges link the path together. One of them bridges whips the kid along. But Calamity changed everything. Even when the wind blows. Well, if we mastered the winds in the old days, we can do it again.
Wow.
Who else could have taken the
That was certainly a fall.
Well, ain't no survivor stole the thing. Scumbag ate it by mistake. No, they used to ship live munitions down the path. Even gas fellas get some shut-eye from time to time. They get real cranky when you wake them up. And all
Oh, if
this
there
toil,
wasn't a fall at the
kid
end,
keeps
that
coming
would have
back
been
to
good.
an overwhelming question. Who else could have survived the Calamity? So he didn't find the core that time, but that ain't about to stop us. The dead welcome him with open arms. The Calamity took everybody after all. Kid sees it plain, frozen faces all around. These folks never saw the Calamity coming, but someone did. Someone close. It was someone.
Been a while since I fell there.
Kid sees him there agape, in the flesh. Hits a snag or two trying to get to him. He ain't about to stop, no matter what. He's got so many questions after all. The Thunder brothers didn't make it. Just think, without that man, we wouldn't be here right now. But him.
That was a bad
he
hanging
survived.
gardens.
What do you say to a man who's seen too much? Kid
And
has the clue. But
no
he says
cutscene
this.
skip.
He's a proper gentleman, that man. His name is Zolf. No hiding he's an Ura. Folks like him ain't never been a common sight in Caelondia. He's relieved to see a living face or two. The kid and I introduce ourselves in kind. Both to him and to each other for the first time. The cores, they remember. That's why this place is coming together. That's why things are gonna be alright. Well, look what we have here. We tracked down a couple more cores near the edge of the city. There's only one way to Cinder Brick Fort. The hard way. Sure, the city marshals may be gone, but now the fort's crawling with windbags. The Calamity was mercy for normal folks. At least the marshals left the kid a parting gift. Something the windbags just can't handle. Something that'll punch clean through their greasy hides. Windbags ain't much different from normal folks. All they want's a warm place to stay and a decent meal. Cinder Brick gave them enough heat and metal to munch on for a while. Well, the fort ain't theirs by right. Kid's stash of grenades is there for him if things get even worse. Security's plain gone haywire. Windbags gummed up the works. They trapped the kid in the middle of the fort's parade grounds. And now ain't nothing left for
So,
nobody
in
down at
general, I
Cinder Brick
lost
Fort.
only like 2 seconds because no cutscene skip. Gosh, the red looks awful.
Kid shows up just as Zolf's telling me about his own journey to the city.
The funny thing, I could still
Zolf's
PB
travels
even
ain't much
without
compared to what the kid
fast
had to go
Dazzle.
through for all this.
My ending was that bad.
No use praying to the gods these days. No time for it either. Folks used to make pilgrimage here to pay their respects to Pith, the bull. Well, the gods are long gone now. And the orchard core is long gone too. In time, though, the bull stopped being a symbol and started being decoration. Pith makes a decent scarecrow at least. Then Pith lights up like a rodeo. Popping windbags is hard enough. No need to get the gods involved. Well, if the gods are alive, they must be plenty sore. Kid ain't found a core, but at least he found Zolf's precious. Now we can build a shrine of our own, though I got some alternatives in mind. The Langston River flowed free and wild till the calamity drank it all up. Maybe all that water just grew wings and flew off. Riverbanks swarming with windbags. They're so bent on finding the core they hardly notice the kid. Lucky for him, a certain famous ferry barge is still afloat. Maybe Nellie knows the way to the core. Maybe she can slip right past all the clamor on the coast. Or maybe not. A security skiff pulls up portside. Nellie's just another windbag to those guns. Just then, the windbags notice who she's sailing with. They're pretty steamed about what happened at Cinderbrick. They try to cut her off. They try to slow her down. They try to knock her out. Well, Weepin' Nellie tries harder. Try as she might, though, she hits a snag. Kid's gotta help her get untangled. Favors for favors. She picked a good spot for a break.
Sorry about that.
Right there. Then the kid hears an unusual sound, like 100 flapping wings. They had their own eyes on the core. But why? He finds Weepin' Nellie raring to go. Turns out she's got a special surprise for when the waters get rough. Traffic things think they're king of the roost now. The rest of us only wish we could fly in times like these. Security skiffs keep on coming, starboard side. Don't seem to care what they shoot, as long as they hit something.
Please don't kill me. Okay, he started getting the turrets.
Windbags getting even better out here. Well, it all proves too much for poor Nellie. She's just gotta make one last stop. With her last breath, Nellie gets the kid to solid ground. They want that core real bad. Might be they want it just as bad as a kid. Kid shoos them off, knowing they'll be back. 5 times. Now, listen close. You should remember. Why go to Prosper Bluff? Used to take an enterprising man or a plain old fool to venture out that far. And that's why you go to Prosper Bluff, ain't it? There the kid hears something he ain't heard in a long while. How's it go again? Yeah, that's the one.
Good Prosper?
We darn near celebrated when the kid got back, didn't we? Zolf never thought he'd see a fellow her again. We become fast friends. Calamity has that effect on people. But there was more to be done. There was one last core to find. Kid's surprised when I tell him there's only one core left. I shouldn't have believed it either. We tracked the final core beyond the city to the wilds. The wild unknown. Place can eat a man alive. Place is so raw, even the Calamity couldn't cook it. Not all of it. Becker's got the core, like they're building a bastion of their own. The welcoming committee scrambles to attention. Didn't expect the kid so soon. They shouldn't have let their guard down. Getting that core was one thing. Getting out's gonna be another. Then kid gets the feeling he's being watched. He digs his way out of the clearing, but the wilds won't let him go without a fight. And lunkheads ain't fond of two-legged animals. After all, he's got the final core. His journey's over, right? Well, no. It ain't. Not by a long... Kid knows something's up when we ain't there to give a warm welcome. See, Zolf and I were just wrapping up a heated discussion. Zolf can barely muster the words. The Calamity failed, he says, but I will not. And with that, Zolf leaves us here, alone. Seems the only thing the Calamity saved for Zolf. Zolf banged up the monument pretty bad. But there's a way to put her back together. The shards. After Zolf's little episode, Kid sets off in search of shards. First stop, Jawson Bog. You'll get lost in that bog, I told the kid, and I won't be able to guide you back. Well, I let him go. What else could I do? What could any of us do? But the shards can make it better. They're like smaller doses of the core's medicine. Shame the only place to fill that prescription is out here in the wilds. This place is intoxicating. Don't know where he's gone. Might be gone for good for all I know. Wherever he is, it's somewhere I've never been. Somewhere I never want to go.
That should be all of them. Yes, no, please, yes, thank you.
The dead welcome him with open arms. Kid pops him. That a survivor? No, ma'am. It's a lonesome ghost of a gas fella. I'm Zolf of the Ura. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Sure enough, he finds peckers, lunkheads, wallflowers, pincushions, pineapples, swamp weeds, ankle gators. Kid sets foot inside one of Ceylondia's famous watering holes. The security's just gonna have to straighten it out. Kid succeeds where the Calamity failed. Would you look at what he did to poor old Rami, the bartender? It's so simple with this one. He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. He sees what's left of his lifelong friend. He wakes up. I'm just fooling. He sees what's left undone. Thought we'd lost him, but he finally comes to.